Good Wednesday morning, meteorologist Jeff Gerber here. Next 10 minutes, we'll take a look at the weather over the next 7 days. Looks pretty quiet. Really don't see much in the way of any rain. Going to be above normal temperatures, and this is looking great. If you have any outdoor plans this weekend, nice and warm, will be good. About 10 degrees above normal for this time of year as we head towards your weekend. So you'll have to see the numbers in our 7-day here in just a little bit. Rest of today's forecast, we'll see some high-level clouds, and that won't stop temperatures from getting up into the lower 70s today, anywhere between about 70, 72 for this afternoon. Temperatures still around the upper 60s by 6 o'clock, and by 10 o'clock, numbers will be in the upper 50s. We're expecting lows tonight in the lower 50s here around the triangle, and it'll be chilly up in the lakes. We'll be looking at some temperatures in the 40s up there. Allergy report still high on tree pollen. That's just typical for this time of year. Low through weed and grass, and also mold is on the low side. All these numbers are down a little bit from yesterday, so good news there. Outside, most of the area is seeing these blue skies. We see that over towards Port Arthur. This camera brought to you by Market Basket, and it just looks very pretty outside with the blue skies on our Roofy 911 live Skycam network. Just a couple of high clouds here and there. That's about it. We'll see this through the triangle, but once you get up into the lakes here, there are a few clouds kind of moving in. Nothing to really filter out the sunshine too much. Like over towards Orange, you can definitely see some of those higher clouds filtering out the sun just a little bit. Not quite as blue skies over there at the Horseman's Western store than we see in Port Arthur. But over in Orange right now, temperatures in the middle 60s. You can see I-10 looks like it's going along smoothly through the Orange area. Roofy 911 live Skycam network currently showing humidity up a little bit from yesterday. Yesterday we were looking at some 20s and 30s as far as humidity. Right now we're looking at 54%, thanks to those winds now shifting more out of the southeast today, anywhere between about 5 and 10 miles per hour. So yeah, it will be a little bit more humid over the next couple of days, but it also will be warming up. Yesterday we barely got to 60, and today we'll be up into the 70s. Now here's what we're looking at here in Beaumont. You can see blue skies out there from Packer-LaPrairie as we look at downtown Beaumont. 65 degrees also in Beaumont, but humidity a little bit lower at about 47%. And we're showing the winds up a little bit out of the south right now, between about 10 to 15 miles per hour. But a little breezy, but overall looking pretty good. And downtown Beaumont, you can see not even showing a cloud on this particular view. There are clouds around, of course, but not showing any clouds here in Beaumont. There are some areas, like up towards the lakes, I'll show you here in a second on our Jasper camera. It does have a few clouds, like over we saw in Orange. But here's our 12 News studio camera up on our tower outside, looking down on I-10. No problems there. This camera brought to you by Mid-County Plumbing. You see a couple of clouds off in the distance there, but no problems. Looks like traffic going smoothly through I-10 here in Beaumont. So no problems if you're going out for lunch. Doesn't look like you have any slowdowns or anything like that if you're trying to get from one place to another, at least along Interstate 10 for this morning. And I'm waiting for the camera to change here, and we'll hopefully take you up to Jasper, where, like I said, we have a little bit more in the way of some cloud cover, kind of that high cloudiness kind of skirting across southeast Texas for this morning, but I'm expecting to see a lot of blue skies. Here we are. Here's Jasper, and definitely looking at a little bit more cloud cover there. But you see a little bit of blue. Like I said, it's not going to stick around all day. This camera brought to you by Provalis, as we see a little bit of blue, but some cloudiness there as well in our Roofy 911 live Skycam network. And looks like traffic's going along pretty smooth there in Jasper. Over here, that's actually 69 right there that goes up through Jasper. So hard to see it, but it's off there in the distance. All right, let's take a look at temperatures right now. And temperatures are starting to warm up. Kirbyville now in the upper 50s at 57. Jasper's at 59. A little bit of that cooler air kind of still lagging back across northern parts of Jasper and Newton counties. Then we jump to the 60s in Woodville, 65. Silsbee's at 65. Beaumont's at 65. Then 64 in Orange, and then 66 in Port Arthur. You notice out towards the west, Houston's also in the middle 60s at 65. Conroe at 64. And then Huntsville right around 62. And then 60 in Lake Charles. There's those clouds I was talking about kind of skirting across parts of East Texas for this morning. Some of those are clipping the Jasper area, the Lakes area, and all the way down towards Orange, while a little bit farther out to the west we're seeing some blue skies and not too much in the way of clouds. But you can definitely see that flow from the north coming down across the state of Texas, keeping the humidities in check. Not too bad out there. They will start to change as we go towards the next few days, more of a southerly flow, and that should keep our humidity starting to creep up there over towards the weekend. Let's take a little bit bigger look at what's going on. Look at the U.S., the lower 48, and you see a few scattered showers through parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, on the front side of this little trough of low pressure, and pretty quiet along the east coast. Not much going on there. Looks like maybe a few lake effect snows up towards maybe parts of northern Michigan, but a few sprinkles out there. Indiana down through parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. Definitely can see that flow coming down through the central plains. Quiet there. And for the most part, the desert southwest, southern California, or most of California, pretty quiet as a ridge of high pressure there keeps everything going up and around the desert southwest. There are some showers up there into parts of the Pacific Northwest. We're seeing some rain up towards the Seattle area for today. Here's our futurecast, and we go from upper 60s around lunchtime, early afternoon, into the lower 70s for today. So like I said, really a beautiful afternoon, very comfortable. Maybe even a little bit cool for some folks. As we head towards this evening, we'll still see the 60s out there, and we'll hold on to those 60s for most of the evening. By 10 o'clock, we could see some numbers back off into the upper 50s. Then overnight, we'll see lower 50s drop off here into the triangle, while we'll see a mix of some 40s up towards the lakes area. So I think once you get north of I-10 tonight, there definitely could see some 40s. Why I think I-10 around the triangle here will stay pretty close to 50. And then tomorrow, we go through the lower 70s by lunchtime and then into the upper 70s as we head towards the afternoon. We're looking at mostly sunny skies tomorrow, if not sunny skies. And we might see a few places hit 80 tomorrow afternoon. We'll have to wait and see, but not out of the question. All right, for our forecast for the coast for today, south winds at 10 to 15 knots, seas around 2 feet. Next high tides at 4:09 for this afternoon. Looking for a light chop on the inland lakes and bays right now. Texas Point, south winds at 14, gusting to 16 with water temperatures there in the upper 60s. Our sunset for tonight is at 7:26. All right, here's a look at your forecast for today. Mostly sunny, a south wind, generally very light, 5 to 10, and we'll see temperatures there anywhere from 70 around the coast up to about 73 as you get up into places like Woodville, Jasper, and Mauriceville. For tonight, mostly clear. South winds come down even a little bit more at 3 to 8, and that should drop those 40s all the way down close to I-10. We'll see a lot of upper 40s tomorrow morning, and then I think we'll see some lower 50s here around the triangle down towards the coast. So a little bit of a cool start. You'll need the jacket again in the morning, at least up towards the lakes area, as it'll be a little bit on the chilly side. As we take a look at our 7-day forecast, you notice warmer temperatures tomorrow at 79, and then we're looking at lower 80s as we go through the weekend. Might even see some middle 80s as we head towards Monday and Tuesday. And then our morning lows, 50s through Friday morning, 60s after that, all the way through Tuesday. Now, could compare this to our normal low this time of year, about 53, 54. So we'll be well above that starting on Friday. And then our normal high this time of year, right around 74. And we'll be above that starting tomorrow and taking you all the way through about Tuesday. So very warm and quiet forecast as we go through the weekend. We could use some rain for sure, just not in the cards right now. So we'll just have to kind of enjoy what we can out there with those weathers being there into the lower 80s. Should be pretty comfortable. We have a number there at the bottom of your screen, 409. Let's see if we pull it up there, 409-749-9302. That is a number that you can text us, weather question. If you have maybe an event going on, you want to know what the weather's going to be doing for that event, definitely you can text us there and we'll get back to you. We check the phone periodically through the day for any messages. Can't answer the phone. We don't answer the phone and talk to people, but we definitely do answer messages if you send us one. So 409-749-9302. This 10 minutes gone by pretty quickly. We enjoy you watching these weather streams, and we hope you get a lot of information out of them. Thank you for watching this one. I will be back tomorrow morning. Carrie